in every company I'd go into, turns out they suck at recruiting. And I was like, it's not that hard. Like, oh.
It's like they just keep sucking you back in.
Two lowest competencies of an HR TA leader are tech and data. And so if you don't put those two things together, you're never going to get to that point where you go, hey, by the way, we have a model that we're going to follow. Domino's figured out how to tell us where a fuck pizza is. We can't figure out how to tell a candidate where you're at. We can launch a nuclear weapon faster than you can get me a basic hotel room. And I'm just like, who built these softwares?
The biggest compliment you can give a recruiter, in my opinion, is I didn't get the job, but I liked your process.
What is the future of recruiting become if AI does 75% of the tactical work? And I mean, again, I'm excited and hopeful, and I think everybody has their own secret sauce.
Hey, this is William Tincutt and Tim Sackett. Tim, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How do you like this Texas weather?
It's actually kind of cool.
I know.
I was like, I'm really liking it.
By the time you leave, your last flight out,
the sun,
115. Yeah. When did we go to Mars? Yeah. It's part of the trip.
Yeah.
So
that's the common weather thing for every. No matter who you go to, what state you go to, what country you go to. Someone's like, if you don't like the weather, just wait a minute, it'll change. You're like, everybody says that. Stop.
I'm pretty sure Minnesota in the winter.
No, it's freaking cold. It's Arctic.
Guys are ice fishing.
Yeah.
You lost me at ice fishing.
Yeah, they're still ice fishing. Yeah, it's still like how thick's the ice right now? 2 feet.
Yeah. I drove my car out on it. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
When's the lake warm up? August. Yeah.
I was like Cleveland when we lived in Cleveland. Literally the summers were June to late August, maybe early September. It's like that's it.
Yeah,
that's what you got.
Yeah.
Now everybody came out, like people weren't in their houses. They're bike riding, they're hiking, they're doing stuff. Everybody's active. So I kind of like that part. I just needed more of it because they got that seasonal whatever deficiency.
Oh yeah. Need some vitamin D.
Yeah. It's not P. Vitamin P.
When it's not gray for 6 straight months and you want to like kill everybody in your family.
I moved from Tucson. My wife and I moved from Tucson, where it only gets 9 inches of rain a year. So every day.
Like how many sunny days? It's like 340.
Yeah. Actually, even when it rained, the sun would still come out. You're good. So every day you saw the sun. Like it'd be guaranteed. I must see the sun today. And then we moved to Cleveland. Yeah. I mean, Cleveland's a great town. Don't get me wrong. Great sports fans.
I was in Cleveland 3 weeks ago for speaking at a conference, and I'm in like the 7th floor of a hotel room, and I'm looking down onto the street and see a guy running, and then like literally 50 feet behind is a cop, catches him, literally pulling like stuff out of his pants, like stuff, whatever he stole from the store.
Oh yeah.
And then just let the guy go.
Yeah.
And just took the stuff back.
Or didn't. Whatever. I got caught behind a Winn-Dixie with a dime bag when I was a kid, and the cops make a big deal of it. Just listen, this is bad, this, that, and the other.
We could put you in prison.
We could take you down to the station, call your father. We're just going to let you go with a warning.
Yeah.
And of course now
you know they took your weed.
I'm like, they just smoked my weed right after they left. They drove off going, sucker.
You got any other drugs, kid?
Yeah. It'd be great if you had some coke. I mean, not to say that you should do cocaine.
You should not.
No,
but if
terrible.
you have a hookup, we want to bust them too.
Yeah. Again, we could do the whole the police station deal, or you could just give us the A-ball and we'll call it even. So, all right. First things first.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you.
I was raised a poor black child.
Yes.
I'm Tim Sackett.
Still a great bit. By the way.
I know it's great. Then but young people don't get it, and they just think you're racist. And you're like, no, it's Steve Martin. Look it up.
That whole generation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They look at you in horror. Like, what did he just say? I'm like, no, it's good. I wanted to start my book off with that. Like that would be the first line, and I'm like, do I get in trouble for that if I say that? So yeah, I own and run a company called HRUtech.com. It's 45 years old. I'm a Nepo baby. My mother started it. I was born into recruiting. I didn't fall into it like everybody else.
You tried to go in HR.
Oh yeah,
You tried your heart out. You got
yeah.
a master's degree in
Got
it.
a master's in HR.
You
Went
tried.
back and forth, and every company I'd go
They just
into,
keep sucking you back
turns
in.
out they suck at recruiting. And I was like, it's not that hard. Like, oh,
It's like they just keep sucking you back
yeah.
in.
Do you know how to pick up the phone and dial?
Yeah.
It's just, no.
It's the old fashioned sales. I mean, I'm sure you all did it a little bit different in staffing, but back in the late 90s, early aughts, it was make 200 calls a day.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if there's a phone book, they get online. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter the
Really,
names.
and
The companies.
that was my recruiter training for three straight weeks. Like every day, you had to make 200 calls before you could leave. And then I would get all these notes on all these applicants. And then I went into like my boss, and he took them all and threw them in the basket and said, "Okay, here's your first order." Like they just wanted to get you over the fear of picking up the phone.
Rejection management.
Yeah.
You're going to get said no. Don't have the budget, don't have the power.
Yeah.
We're not hiring. Blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
CEO just got fired. Whatever.
Yeah.
All of the excuses, you're going to hear all of it.
Yeah.
And so you got to go over the objection and response stuff.
My mom forced me, like we used to do things by file system. And I can still remember, like, this is like, did you get so like, beat down, and like, I had to find a process engineer. It was file 63. And there might have been 50 like resumes in there. And there's a million notes because everyone's called them 1,000 times. The only ones we have. And I remember going in and I said, like, look, I called all 50. They all said no. And she was like, call them again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just forced to call them again.
Hey, how you
and they're
doing?
like, Tim, we just talked yesterday. And I said, no. But then what happens is you like go like, then you start like, do you know anybody? And you like, and like, you almost, they make you feel bad for you because you're like, look, man, my boss made me call you back again. And then all of a sudden you get something from it and they give you a name and then somebody else. And
that's one of my favorite recruiting of all time. One of my favorite recruiting, not you, but do you know anybody?
Do you know anybody?
That's a lot like you.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, like I do know somebody.
Do you know anybody that might fit the role that actually I think you'd kind of fit?
Yeah.
What's the hardest thing in recruiting today?
It changes because it goes from having too many applicants to not enough applicants, and it's the ebbs and flows with the economy.
Right.
It's not like people's like, oh my God, it's AI. And you're like, yeah,
Is it?
it's more economic than it is like technology, because technology comes and goes, and new ones come, and it's still the combination of I go from not having enough applicants to having way too many, and then we see this constant churn of like teams going up and down, and then it's like, oh my God, we got to rescale the team, and then it's like everything's recreating this crap from the beginning, and like you just
no
never
institutional memory.
you never learn from this stuff, which I think is kind of crazy. To me, that's still like that's the easy part of all that. I still think, and I've been on this soapbox for like the last 12 months, is like we have to get away from time to fill as a success metric in TA.
Yeah.
Like you and I could sit here and we could both accurately argue that if you filled the job faster, it was better, or if you filled the job slower, it would be better. And both are accurate.
Yes.
And yet we're so stuck in this, you have to go fast, and fast equals better. Fast doesn't equal better, it just equals faster. And again, I go in and work with like enterprise TA leaders and teams, and they've bonused out fully the last 5 years, and their CEO goes, we suck at recruiting.
Yeah.
And you're like,
well,
but we've gotten 0.2 days better every year.
7 hours, 7 days, or whatever it is. I think the thing of response time. So when a candidate shows some attention, kind of that moment, can you strike? And I think a lot of our systems and processes, and maybe even our mindsets, are kind of set in weeks, maybe even days and weeks and months. And it's like the candidates of today, man, they're on to the next thing. So you almost have to refresh them when you reach out to them. It's like, hey, you looked at this job, you applied to this job about 6 days ago or whatever it is. Listen, I want to make sure that you're still interested in it. Here's the company, here's the job, here's the But that response time, to me, the response time to the candidate, quality response to them is more important than time to fill.
100%. You and I both have kids that are working age, right? They're going to go out into the careers and get jobs and do all that. And some of them have, the hope they will get off the Xbox. And I still like from my sons who are a little more older and they're more in that kind of like thing, I still hear from them and their friends the black hole thing is
Yeah.
real.
Still is.
And it's shocking that we're 2026 and you have someone go, yeah, I applied to 100 jobs and I heard back from 7. And like not even rejection emails of like, hey, thanks for applying. Like that's a basic switch in your ATS. And like we're not even sending those out. Like it's insane to me that we can't knock that out. And
Well, we
then
don't want to tell them no.
yeah.
How about telling them
Yeah, they
something?
might not want the triple dipper platter if we tell them no. Like,
Yeah.
shut up. Like,
You want to hear our specials?
yeah. But like with all the AI stuff out there, I'm like, we can't figure out a technology that will just go to somebody and say, hey, by the way, you're the 753rd applicant for this job. They've already interviewed 50. They've already
Yeah.
like, you know,
Contextualized.
like you just give them some data, but in a way that actually is still positive. Like, hey, we still value you deciding you want to come and apply for us, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's just not that difficult. And you're like, well, we would never want to tell them because then AI is dispositioning. Like AI is not dispositioning. AI is just telling them the reality of the situation they're in.
Again, kind of wayfinding. You're here. Here's what's next.
Yeah.
And again, this happens when you order Domino's, or was when you order something on FedEx, Uber. If Uber's a car cancels,
Domino's figured out how to tell us where a fuck pizza is.
Jimmy's got it.
We can't figure out how to tell a candidate where you're at.
Yeah, Jimmy's around the block. Jimmy's 2 blocks from
You
your
can
house.
follow him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's looking at you through the window right now. It's like,
So the thing is, like, just like somebody asked me earlier, they're like, what do you think about assessments? I said, anything that falls in the category of asking a candidate to do something, background check, whatever the bid is, as long as you tell them why.
Yeah.
And then you give them a copy of whatever you got. If it's a behavioral assessment, personality assessment, drug test, whatever the thing is, here you go. Here's why it's important to us. And you get a copy. Most candidates will do it.
Our good friend Jessica Lee, head of global talent at Marriott, she made this comment to me there. She's like, because she's also head of learning. So it's a unique position to be head of learning, head of TA.
Oh, wow.
And she goes, Tim, like I have this great learning system that we get unlimited access to. And like we have candidate data and assessment data comes back and says, hey, we're not going to hire this person because they're short on this skill. And like I could immediately send them a disposition that said, hey, by the way, we're not going to move forward you on this job, but I want to offer you a chance to learn or be better at this skill and reapply.
Right.
And I'm like, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
To be able to think in that context of how do we give candidates something valuable to them? Now, again, we know the reality, 3%, 2% are actually going to do it. But those that do it, they're a fan, man.
The biggest compliment you can give a recruiter, in my opinion, is I didn't get the job, but I liked your process. It's one of the top ones that I like. Okay, you and I are old enough to remember when people talked about talent management. So if I said that phrase to you today, what does it mean?
Yeah, we didn't know then what it meant. Like it sounded
Josh
cool.
Person told us.
Yeah, it sounded in 126 slides.
At the end of the day, does it just mean treating your employees well, or engagement, or listening?
Yeah, I think it is like with all the data stuff too. Is like like talent management, workforce planning. Like we still react like we're fighting fires all the time. Yeah. And I'm always just like, why don't other parts of the business don't react this way? Logistics, supply chain. Like again, we all have fires from here and there, but like on a normal kind of running machine, we don't have that. And part of it is because again, the two like lowest competencies of an HR TA leader are tech and data.
Yep.
And so if you don't put those things together, you're never going to get to that point where you go, hey, by the way, we have a model that we're going to follow. We know we're going to have to change and adjust and move, but we have a plan around this thing. And like, it's shocking how few, if you go to a CEO or a C-suite and go, hey, what's your workforce management plan? They're just like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
Great question. Talk to Susan.
Yeah. And like, well, we're going to keep hiring.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Got that.
Until we have too many, then we'll lay them off or fire them. It's like awesome.
We really like this employee to revenue number.
Yeah.
Great. So what's your current take on AI adoption? You're an investor, you're an advisor, you do a lot of work with tech companies. We've been talking about AI for 8 years. Great. I'm still not sure that practitioners are quite there.
No, not really.
But what's your take on how do we get people to use AI?
I mean, it's looking at all of us have a job where we have tactical work that we do. Some of the problem is a lot of the tactical work we love to do because we get to see the start and the finish, and we're getting paid really good money to do tactical work and clicky clacking on the keyboard. We tell people we hate it. Oh,
Oh
I
yeah,
hate my ATS. I hate working the ATS, and we spend 8 hours a day in the
yeah.
ATS.
Gotta do this stuff
So
on
it's,
Indeed
it's
again.
really it's
Yeah.
almost going back to do like the old school industrial engineering work study, like work time motion study,
Right.
and going, but at an advanced level within tech, right? And go, where do you spend your time? Okay, I can actually put in a piece of AI that's going to do this,
Right.
and then, but we can't just do that because that doesn't do adoption.
Right.
At the same simultaneously, you have to go, and now we're going to have you do this instead, and this thing is going to be more valuable. It's going to be uncomfortable. It might be great. You might love it. You might hate it, but
Yep.
like there's a better, higher level value of work that we want you to do. But we can't just take away work without answering the other question and think we're going to get adoption.
Right.
We're going to fight it.
Right.
That's what we see right now is they're fighting it.
That's what.
Like, wait a minute, you're going to take my job away. If I don't get to clicky clack on the keyboard, my job's gone. Like, no, like think about what you could do that you're not doing. And when I do this exercise with like TA teams, like William, like we'll come up with 1,000 things, ideas. When we start really like getting the brainstorming engine
Oh, yeah.
going, they're just like, oh my God, like we could actually do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you had capacity, you could.
Yeah.
You know?
You can't do it because of the things that are taking up your time right now.
Yeah.
Because that's what you know. I think some of it's also the fear of unknown. And if I let the company optimize that, the fear of am I really going to do something strategic, or am I going to be cut?
The two best clickety clack things right now in my life. One is if you ever try to get a rental car, there must be a 75 screens I have to click through to actually get you a rental car.
Yes.
Or if you check into a hotel, like look at, I got my Merit app. It said I'm checked in.
Yeah.
And then you go up there, it's like, it's like 3 minutes and they never even look up. And you're like, are you like launching a nuclear weapon? We can launch a nuclear weapon faster than you can get me a basic hotel room. And I'm just like, who built these softwares?
Why don't they talk? Why don't
I should be able to come up with like, I checked in, use my QR code, bing, and they're like, here's your key, Mr. Sackett. And yet somehow we have 47 screens that we have to go through.
There's one of the hotels in Vegas, you can go get your key. You just put your app up to it, and it's like, there's your key.
It spits out.
Yeah, you're good.
Go spend money.
Go.
Yeah.
Come on. ATM's right around the corner.
Your key comes out with a free coupon to the slot machine.
Yeah.
Like you get 5 free spins
There you go.
after you put in 20.
Turns out the house always wins. All right. So when your battery runs low, your innovation battery, whatever it is, what do you do?
Wow. Great question. I've gotten into, like, I have a trainer that I work out with, and she literally beats me. Like, I feel like I end in a puddle of sweat, and she's always like, "Oh my God, don't you love coming here?" I'm like, "No, I hate it." I try to figure out a way not to come every single time. I do it, and I feel better after.
Yeah.
But I detest coming. But
that runner's high thing. Yeah.
But like I do afterwards. Like, I think that helps me like do that. I've actually, like in my office too, like if I sit all day long,
yeah,
I get, and like, you just kind of like get done. And if I just go out, put my like AirPods in, put some music on, walk for 20 minutes, half hour, and come back, it's crazy how much more refreshed you are from a brain standpoint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just get out. Oh, get away from the terminal. Get away from the
a screen. Yeah.
Most people make the mistake of, okay, get away from the big screen and went to a little screen.
Yeah.
Actually, it's still screen.
Still screen.
Okay. Last question is, what's keeping you up at night these days?
I mean, again, the answer is what really defines success in TA from a measurement standpoint. I think a lot of people are trying a lot of different things. Haven't seen anything really stick yet, but I'm interested in that. So I do think my theory or on this is I should be able to go to your like CEO and they have 100% confidence in you that the hiring is getting done in the right way.
Right.
And when you go to them and you say, "Oh, we're currently at 35 days, but we started the year at 35.2 days," they have zero confidence that you're getting this done. And so I'm like, how do they really know that they're going to deliver? And so like I like that side of it. And then the other side is this: what is the future of recruiting become if AI does 75% of the tactical work? And I mean, again, I'm excited and hopeful, and I think everybody has their own secret sauce. But there's a lot of that goes back to how my mother started recruiting in 1980, which is I'm going to have a real relationship with William.
That's right.
And I might not hire William for a year, 2 years, 3 years, but at some point I'm going to call William and go, hey, I got that job now. And you're going to go, oh, cool. So it's back to the network of people that you know and
That's right.
build. And
It's
you
bringing
meet
back
people.
the humanity.
It turns out, right? That's my talk. I mean, we're, is like,
Welcome to my TED Talk.
yeah, welcome. Is like literally AI plus humans equals magic kind of thing. Was like, so
Nice.
like, how do we really, because so many people are scared of the AI side and it's, oh, it's going to take all these jobs and UBI and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, we just don't know the jobs yet that are created, that will get created.
Right. Okay. How do people get in touch with you?
TimSackett.com, Tim Sackett on the socials. I'm branded pretty well.
Yeah. I usually tell people when they ask me that question, like Google.
Yeah, Google, the
Google.
Google machine, the Chat GPT machine.
If you type into Google,
Yeah.
it usually finds me.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for carving out time for us,
you.
brother. Appreciate you. And thanks to the audience.